Hey, you guys, I am back and I'm talking about Broken Covenant, my new ebook release. Listen, Rejecting the Spirit of a Harlot, y'all. This book has been a journey. It is through my life story. It is based on a real story, okay? It's just an overall good book, y'all. So let's talk about the search for love in all the wrong places, right? Because this woman, what she had longed for in this book, right? Okay, she longed to be loved, y'all. From childhood, she dreamed of a love that would consume her. Do you hear me? A love that would cherish her. Do you hear me? And to make her feel whole from a child, okay? But somewhere along the way, that dream became distorted, okay? And love, once sacred in her mind, it became something she sought desperately. This is why this woman in the book Broken Covenant, y'all, Rejecting the Spirit of a Harlot, this is why this woman became shattered. She became broken, okay, in pursuit of counterfeit love. Listen, searching for it in the arms of men who only wanted pieces of her. See, people, they can want pieces of you, but they never want all of you, okay? So she sought and she sought out these many lovers, y'all, because she thought if she gave enough of herself, someone would finally stay. This is what she thought, right? If she was beautiful enough, if she was desirable enough, if she was more passionate enough, okay, someone would choose her. Someone would commit to her and give her the love that she craved for, okay? But they never stayed. These people never stayed. They was never solid. They was never 100, okay? So each one left her more broken than the last one. I'm talking about rejecting the spirit of a harlot. I'm talking about broken covenant, right? So listen, the world had promised her love was about freedom, and then freedom to choose and freedom to experience and, freedom to satisfy every craving of the flesh. Do you hear me? This is what the world offer you. Do you understand? But the more you indulge, the more emptier you become. And this is what happened to this woman. Okay. She was playing the harlot. So listen, every night she told herself that it would be different, that this time she would find what her heart was missing. Okay. This is what she told herself. But after every whispered promise, after every embrace, after every morning of waking up next to someone who didn't even fully love her, she felt more hollow than before. Do y'all hear me? I'm talking about broken covenant. I'm talking about rejecting the spirit of a harlot, right? So what she didn't realize was that she wasn't really searching for love. That wasn't what she was looking for. This one, the whole time she was looking for God. She was searching for God. That's what she was looking for. So let me tell you one thing. If you are in a situation and you out there and you trying to, chase counterfeit love, okay? Listen, it ain't never too late to return back to God. It ain't never too late to become the bride of Christ. Do you hear me? He said, return back to me. He said, we're fasting and we're weeping and we're mourning. Do you hear me? I'm talking about, listen, it says that, let me tell y'all what it say. Let's go to 95 Psalms and 6. Because you got to turn back to your God, okay? You can't be led by a life misguided by desire. Do you hear what I'm saying? Everybody out here in pursuit of counterfeit love. Counterfeit love, y'all. You looking for love. Ain't no love out here. My grandma used to always, ain't no love in these streets. These people ain't got nothing to offer you. Listen, y'all. It says, oh, come, let us worship and bow down. You got to bow down before God, and you got to kneel before the Lord, your maker, and come back into covenant with him. He said with fasting, with weeping. He said weep for you and cry out for yourself and your children. Do you hear me? I'm talking to the children of Judah and Israel. Okay, listen. He said weep and cry out for you and your children. Do you hear me? And that's what, you got to do. So this woman, Listen. See, once you know better, you do better. She had known better because she had been taught the ways of God. Okay? And had heard about the sacred covenant between him and his people. Do you hear me? As a child, she had whispered prayers at night. As a child, she knew her God, believing that God was close. She believed that he was close to her. She believed that he cared for her. Do you hear me? But as she grew older, it wasn't God, it was the world's whispers that became louder than the voice of God. So that's why you got to understand the many voices, y'all, that be. Because see, you got the voice of God, you got the voice of Satan, you got the voice of people, and then you got your own voice talking. Okay, in your subconscious mind. Listen, I'm talking about the voice of the world. Okay, the world told her she was missing out. Okay, that she deserved pleasure, that she had the right to chase her desires. This is what the world offered you. Okay, that she didn't need to be bound by rules, by covenants, by commitments. Do you hear me? So slowly, what did she do? She stopped praying, this woman. She stopped seeking God's presence, and she had turned her back on the sacred promises of the covenant. Do you hear me? She had turned her back on the covenant and became shattered and broken, this woman. Listen, y'all. Y'all better get ready because I'm about to have a party. Okay, we doing a broken covenant release party. I'm not playing about this thing. I'm going to give y'all more details and we're going to have a party because this book is deep, y'all. This is deep. This woman, she had become the very thing that she never thought she would be. Okay, a woman who played a harlot, giving herself away without thought of the cost. Y'all know I always tell y'all it costs to be a true boss, okay? That's even Christ said, count up the cost. You got to count up the cost. In order to be a disciple, you got to count up the cost. Ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing free. You can gain this whole world, but you can lose your soul. Do you hear what I'm saying? This woman didn't even realize that she was walking towards destruction unaware. Listen, y'all, I'm talking about broken covenant. I'm talking about rejecting the spirit of a harlot. This book is for every woman that have played the harlot with many lovers, okay? Y'all better get ready for this ebook release, okay? Because it's going down, all right? And I thank God for being able to release this assignment that he put on me in the earth, okay? Broken covenant, y'all. Y'all get ready because it's going down.